Hey, welcome back to Ask a Dev. I'm Colin Folta. Our question today comes from Lauren. Where do you find great developers off the beaten path? That's an interesting question, and I assume you're trying to expand the talent pool you're looking in. To get different results, you have to try different approaches. There are many right answers to this question. Good developers can come from all sorts of backgrounds, so don't limit yourself if you don't have to. My answer here is to consider candidates with traditional engineering backgrounds, electrical, mechanical, civil, and so on. I worked in the engineering world before this, so I talked with my boss here at Mutual Mobile about what advantages an engineer might have in a developer position. First, engineers generally want to understand why they're doing something and then gain proficiency in the best tool that does the job. They're not concerned with adding new technologies. Engineers love simplicity. This means they don't hop from shiny object to shiny object, so you avoid reinventing the wheel, code bloat, and awkward technology stacks. And at the end of the day, your client doesn't care what tools you use to get the job done. Additionally, engineers want to do things right the first time, usually as a result of not having the luxury of redoing their work. Buildings can only be built once, and manufacturing tooling for widgets is extremely expensive. So engineers don't normally aim or desire to fix it later. They want to be efficient with their time, so they make careful decisions. This means they avoid accruing technical debt and having to refactor code. In most cases, doing it right the first time is cheaper than doing it twice. Another thing to keep in mind, engineers are usually organized and very process-oriented. They aren't quite as agile as a modern developer, which can actually be a great thing for structure and process. This means they can help with problems inside a multifunctional team, and they may want to work out a logical strategy for your release cycle, or they may want to work out with the QA team to figure out a solid process to get new code tested and merged. Basically, engineers want things to run smoothly all around them. And lastly, and this may be important from a retention standpoint, engineers are not accustomed to jumping from company to company or chasing the coolest projects. The engineering world works a little differently, so engineers are mainly interested in doing their job well at a company that appreciates them. This means you can have good retention without working super hard to keep people happy. As long as the job is fulfilling and pleasant, they'll stick around. And you'd be surprised at what tasks or activities engineers find interesting. Of course, this isn't to say that all engineers possess all of these traits or that all developers lack them. In many cases, an engineer will be too rigid or culturally won't be a good fit. But if they're truly interested in doing front-end web work, you might want to consider them. So while you're broadening your search to candidates from different industries, don't just look at what skills or traits they have in common with a developer position. Also consider the pros they might bring that are unique to their background. Well, that's it for this episode. As always, tweet your questions with #AskADev or just leave them here in the comments below.